Hi everyone, it's Darlene from Couture again. I'm going to do a little bit of late night chalking. I have a couple of transfers here that I'm going to put onto this board here. This is our retired bee. He's from a couple of years ago. The yellow, that was probably a year and a half ago. This one is from our bee one from last year, our Bee Humble, that is retired, and we have a new bee one coming out on Monday. Can't wait for that one. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This has not been used yet. It is brand new. I purchased it from somebody that was getting out of Couture and they had never used it. So I'm going to peel the transfer off of the backer and I'm going to fuzz this on a towel. I'm just going to set the towel on top of it and then I'm going to peel it off of the towel. And I'm going to put it at a little angle here. This is just going to be a very simple little sign. And this one has not been used either, so I will fuzz it also. I'm going to use our Nantucket, which is the retired paste, and mustard yellow, which is actually one that I mixed myself using lemon bark and marigold. So I'm going to do Queen Bee in our Nantucket. Just going to put a little bit up there. Actually don't need very much. I'm going to use a little squeegee that's been cut in half. We will be having smaller squeegees in our catalog on Monday, so we're going to be able to buy these instead of having to cut them in half, which will be nice. The small ones come in handy for tiny areas like this, and cutting them in half, you don't always get it exact or a nice clean cut. So I've smoothed it out, pulled off all my excess. I'm going to peel this back carefully, revealing our letters, Queen Bee. Pretty awesome. So these transfers, they're really neat. They have a screen in them, so it's kind of like screen printing in a way. You're pushing the chalk paste down into through the screen onto your surface, squeegeeing off the excess so that it's nice and smooth. And then I am putting these into a water bath. These need to be washed right away so that the chalk paste does not stick into the transfer. You don't want to ruin these. You want to be able to use them again and again. They are good for 8 to 12 uses is what Couture claims, but I have used some of mine many more times. You just need to take care of them. It's just like maintenance, just like your vehicle. Taking care of them. Making sure that you wash them right away and that you don't stretch them. Making sure that you fuzz them on a surface when you're going to use them on a surface that needs to be fuzzed. Not the surface needs to be fuzzed, but the transfer needs to be fuzzed so it doesn't stick. So, okay, there we go. That one's done. I'm going to set that to the side, and I have one more quick one. So I thought we would do a Valentine's one, and I have my chalk paste already right here. Got it all mixed up. It needs to be the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. This one is our currant jam. Double check on that currant jam. We have bubble gum and we have cherry blossom. So these are all ready to go. I am going to do an ombre effect on this, and what that means is that you lay down your color and then you kind of smush it together and blend it so that it goes We're going to do light to dark. So I'm going to trade these. I like to have all my stuff ready. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to go from left to right with my colors going this way. This is a brand new transfer too, so I'm going to peel the backer sheet from the transfer, which is the preferred method. And on the back, you want to write either back, or I just put an X. An X tells me do not put this back on this side. One side is really shiny, one side is more of a matte finish. You want to put it back on the shiny side so it doesn't stick. Alright, so we need to fuzz this. And I'm going to do this a couple of times. And I'm actually going to grab a rag that I've been using to wax surfaces, and I'm just going to wipe this piece of wood real quickly. Just give it a little bit of wax. This I'm just going to set to the side. This rag just has some wax on it from before. And just this little bit, just kind of buffing it into it, is going to make it so it doesn't stick. And this is the wax I prefer. People use all different types. This one is more natural. It's citrus, and it doesn't have the strong smell like a lot of the other ones. Okay, I'm going to take my transfer. I'm going to lay it out on here, try to get it as even as possible. Going to press on it, make sure I get all of the air bubbles out so it'll lay flat so that my chalk paste does not go underneath. Okay, so I've got my squeegees here. I think we will use, let's see, these guys. So we will use these, and then we will use the handled squeegee to blend it all. That one needs to be cleaned more, so I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little bit of this up here at the top. I'm going to put some bubble gum in the center and the currant jam down here at the bottom. And I'm just going to spread it. Oops, I saw that my transfer did move. I don't know. It's not sticking as well. So I'm going to spread it like that and set this to the side. Going to spread the bubble gum. Woo! Alright, it is not sticking as well as it should. Okay, so I'm going to put that back in there. I got a lot of extra of the bubble gum. Alright, my currant jam. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, with my finger, I'm going to blend it a little bit just to kind of get the colors to mix, and use a paper towel to wipe that off. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to smooth it. This does not go back into your jar because you do not want to contaminate your colors. You can cross it through like that. We're kind of blending it. We're just kind of making it so that it's varied in color. It's going to be an interesting color when when we raise it up. There's a little bit on the board, but I'm not worried because we can clean that easily. So we're just going to pull this back. I like that. I'm going to put this into my water bath. Get that soaking so I can get that cleaned up later. I'm going to clean off my board and put this into the water bath. So this is really easy to fix. There's a little bit that went over the edge. No big deal. This just wipes right off because it is water soluble. Use as many of the Q-tips as you need. You could use a little corner of a rag. You could use a Clorox wipe. I just continue till there isn't any more on there. Alright, so that's our 2 projects for tonight. Real quick, real easy, real basic. And I will seal these. I'll take those both to my craft show. I'll seal them with a clear sealer. I like to use either Rust-Oleum or Krylon, and I use a clear matte. And I will put 3 thick coats on there. I spray it. I wait 30 minutes. I do a second coat. I wait 30 minutes and then I spray it again. You want to make sure that the chalk paste is not going to come off. If you're going to sell this and you tell your customers that it is permanent, you need to make sure that it is. You don't want them to take Windex and wipe it and all of a sudden all your color is gone or it's smeared. So that will protect it. So what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning the edges of these. You don't ever want to just put your lids on if there's some chalk paste on the top. You want to clean them carefully. You want to take care of these because you can use them for a really long time. These have lasted me for, gosh, I've been doing this 6 months now, so these have lasted a long time. They were brand new when I got them, and they are, a lot of them are still halfway full, and I use them almost every day some weeks, and some weeks I use them 2 or 3 times a week. So they do get used a lot, but I have a lot of fun with them. If you want to learn more about Chalk Couture, you could go to my website, www.chalkcouture.com, Chalkin with Dar, and I'll put that at the bottom so that you can easily find that. If you think that maybe you would like to learn more about becoming a designer, you put that in the comments below. Just put info and I will get you information on that. It actually is a really great company to join with. There's a lot of good benefits. We get great discounts on our product, and they come out with new transfers 4 times a year. And you can kind of do what you want to do with it. You can sign up and you can choose to sell the product, do make and takes. You could sell finished product at craft shows, which is what I signed up in the beginning to do. And now I will be taking the transfers and chalk paste to the craft shows and doing demos. I'll still be selling the signs because it's fun for me to make those things, and my customers like to buy that type of stuff. But I would also like to be able to sign up a few designers so that I can help them and they can learn this business too. Maybe you just want to earn a little bit extra money to pay for sports for a child or a trip or something like that. Well, I can help you do that. It's easy to sign up. It's $99 for your kit. And in your kit, you get a whole bunch of really cool transfers, surfaces, and chalk paste and squeegees. So you have everything to start with. It's $99 and the value of it is $240. So it's a great value. It really is. The only other commitment that you have with it is it's $19.99 a month, and that is a subscription fee, and you get a free transfer each month. So basically you're paying for that transfer. And then every 3 months you have a minimum quota to meet of $150. But that's real easy, especially if you're buying this stuff just to make signs for presents or for your house. That's easy to spend that amount of money. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you'll join me again soon. I'm going to get some sleep now. It's late here. It's almost midnight. So I'll be talking to you again soon.